the wrap project, you will need 3 skeins of Red Heart with Love metallic yarn. I chose gray, and a J hook. You will need to know how to do chains, single crochet, and double crochet to do this pattern. To begin, chain 201 loosely. For our first row, we'll double crochet in the 6th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our 6th chain. Then we'll skip the next 4 chains and then do double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the same chain, chain 2, and double crochet again into the same chain. And we're going to repeat that. We'll skip 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, and then do double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the same chain, chain 2, double crochet. Then we'll skip 4 more chains, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, all in the same chain, and then skip 4 stitches and repeat again. We'll continue all the way across. When we've gone all the way across, and we'll skip the last 4 stitches, and in our very last stitch we're going to work a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in our last chain. And then we will chain 1 and turn. For row 2, we will single crochet in the double crochet below and chain 4. We'll skip the next 2 double crochets here and here, and then in the next double crochet we'll work a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet back into the same stitch, chain 4, skip the next 2 double crochets, and then we'll do our single crochet, chain 3, single crochet back into the same stitch, and then we will chain 4, and skip our next 2 double crochets, and we'll repeat this all the way across. When we reach the end of this row, we're going to do a single crochet into the third chain of the beginning chain 5, and then we're going to chain 5 and turn. For row 3, we're going to double crochet into the single crochet, then we're going to skip this next chain 4 loop, and in this chain 3 loop, or this right here, we're going to do double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And we're going to do that all in the same loop below. Now we'll go to our next chain 3 loop and repeat, and we'll go all the way across with our double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in that loop, and now we'll skip over and we'll do this, repeat again in the next chain 3 loop. Now we've gone all the way across, and in our last single crochet at the end of this row, we're going to do double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And chain 1 and turn. For the 4th row, we're going to single crochet in that first double crochet, then we're going to chain 4, we'll skip these 2 double crochets, and then we'll do a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Chain 4, skip these 2 double crochets, and we do the single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, in the next double crochet, and repeat this all the way across. When we reach the end of our row, we'll do a single crochet into the third chain of our chain 5, and then we'll chain 5 and turn. Now we'll repeat rows 3 and 4 for a total of 33 rows. Now that I've completed 33 rows in the pattern stitch, I'm ready to begin the final finish. To finish the wrap, we'll need to fold it in half. Fold it so that the beginning yarn is on the same side as the working yarn in the needle. These should measure up pretty much stitch for stitch across. I've placed a marker at the 11th shell following our turning chain. Go across and work in our regular stitch 11 shells, but then we're going to stop and we're going to skip the next 16, 8 on this side, 8 on the opposite side, and we're going to flip it over and we'll join from the marker down, and I'll form the top seam and the neckline. We will then do our edging, going down the side, across the bottom, across the other side of the bottom, and up the side again to the final join in that top corner, and all the finish work on this wrap will be complete. We'll begin our 34th row, which I'm going to call our finishing row. Go across as normal, chain 4, go into the second double crochet, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet back into the same double crochet below, chain 4. We'll do that all the way across until we reach where I have pinned. I've come across and I have 11 loops and I've reached my stitch marker, and this will leave the 16 shells to be the neckline. So we're going to flip our work over and begin working down the other side with our last 11 shells, and we're going to join by going into our double crochet and then go across into the loop. Take the stitch marker off now. So now I come across, I'm going to go into the double crochet, and then I'm going to come back through the chain 3 loop, and we're going to do 3 single crochets to join. Chain 4, go into the second double crochet and across into the loop on the other side and pull up a loop, and 3 single crochets all in that space. Continue all the way across, and that will join a seam across the top and leave a neck hole open at that side. And go all the way across, joining the shells into the loops and joining them together. And I'm going to finish with my single crochet into the 3rd chain of the chain 5 loop from below, and then I'm going to slip stitch into my final single crochet. The top seam has been completed. When we turn it inside out, we'll have a nice texture and our top seam will be joined. Now we're going to start on the edging. We'll continue to go down each of the single crochets at the edge to do this edging. We'll begin the edging going down one side across the bottom and then back up the opposite side. And we'll do that by repeating a very familiar pattern from a row that you're used to. To begin, we're turning our work a bit because we're working down the side. We're going to do our first shell in this corner single crochet that we just slip stitched into. So we'll chain 5, which counts as our first double crochet, and chain 2. Then we'll double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and that's our first shell going down the side. Then we'll work into the next single crochet, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and we'll continue in each of the single crochets. We're going to work evenly around until we come up the second side, and we'll meet and join here. And now you see how this edging will look as we go down and around. I've gone all the way around, and I've done the edging with the series of shells. And now to finish the wrap, I'm going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain of our first chain 5. I'll do a slip stitch to close. I'll flip it over, and there's our seam. And it's more hidden once it's flipped. We'll simply cut the yarn, finish off, and our wrap is ready to wear.